off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And welcome. You're tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, NBC News, CNBC News, and NBC Sports Radio Station, AM 1050, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn, Audible, Amazon Music, TLab, Rumble, Podchaser, Spreaker, and more. Why so many places? Well, I want to maximize my splatter zone for more hope and happiness because there's so much bad news out there. All the headlines, I will say. I used to say most. I would say every single headline right now is pretty negative, either getting you afraid or piss-offedness. So I wanted to have a show that did not do that, that helped you claim your birthright to be happy 88% of the time. So that's why I have topics and guests and fabulous co-hosts to bring you every weekday morning. And this morning is no exception. Y'all know them. I see the Rebels are coming in to the studio right now into my cashew gallery. It's always great to see Ricky's Rebels. In addition to being one of my co-hosts, he's a Billboard Top 40 recording artist, is seen on tour with Britney Spears. He's been a Grammy member since 2017. He's discovered by Michael Jackson, signed to his label on Sony, and later signed to Madonna's record label, Maverick Records. And he launches his rich stream of discography, singles, music videos on the show as well. So please welcome back to my studio, Ricky Rebel.
Hi, love.
Hello, my love. And we match again.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's always a good way to start.
Do you love the velvet curtain? I love it.
I love the velvet curtain. You like my new living room and fireplace?
Yeah, looks great.
There's a lot of people who seem to have this same living situation. But yeah, I'm in my new place, and let's see if you can see the view here. Oh no, wait, I have that on. Never mind. I'll do it later. I can't do that with my living room, huh? But let's just launch straight into breakfast so I can find out what fabulous things has been happening to you. Y'all know the drill. First thing in the show, taking a bite of my gratitude sandwich for breakfast. Top of the bun is things that you're grateful for outside of yourself. Bottom of the bun, because I like it on the bottom, even though that's not been happening. Anyways, the bottom of the bun is things that you like and appreciate inside of yourself. So what do you like about yourself? That way, when you go to bed tonight, you're not thinking about who done me wrong or I didn't get this done. Instead, you're thinking about how you are 88% fabulous. 12% of the time you step in it, but 88% of the time we are all fabulous, one of a kind, wonderful. So, Ricky, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for my health, baby. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthy. I've had a long streak, so I'm really good. Really,
yeah, knock on that wood. Yeah,
knock on wood, baby.
Sure. I am grateful that even though I have not been very fortunate with my health, with two large, complex, near fatal blood clots, that the medicine seems to be working. I went and got an ultrasound 30 days later. The clot was still there. Both clots are still there. However, instead of being going from it still goes from my groin to my top of my knee, but it's not as thick. So there's more blood getting through. So we're on the right track, and I'm grateful for that.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. What else are you grateful for?
Max and Willow, my babies. Gotta say it, Max and Willow Cats on Instagram.
Yeah. And your
Check 'em out.
guy, please give him my love.
And my man, definitely.
Yeah.
13
And
years in November.
how many years?
13 in November.
Wow, that's so cool. I am grateful that even though world tour's off indefinitely, I am adjusting and really enjoying my new beach pad and unpacking. I'm like 80% unpacked now, and grateful that I have a lot of nice things and I have a lot of creature comforts, and I'm grateful to live in this country where we're in the top 8% of how well we live. So I'm grateful for that. Let's go to the bottom of the bun. Oh, wait. I need to hear, like, you're doing some really amazing things from, I catch up with you
Socials?
on your socials. So give me something that you're doing that I don't know about.
Gosh, well, I'm doing another track with Gucci Mane, who's a big rapper. I just produced it. It's going to come out soon. It's called Charisma. I've got a new album coming out called, it's not new, it's like the 10th anniversary edition of this album called The Blue Album, which I
That's what
think
I saw.
you would love. You would love
I'm
this album.
sure.
It's a beautiful record. It's already out, available on Spotify, but I've added 8 additional tracks that were produced during that time period that I held on to, and now I'm going to release them. One of them is called I Want to Get Married, believe it or not.
Huh?
One of them is called I Want to Get Married.
Oh.
Back then I wanted to get married.
I thought you were already.
We're not technically married.
Oh.
But I mean, under California law, I guess after 10 years you are considered married. But yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought. Oh, well,
we haven't gone through the ceremony.
Okay.
But I wrote the song during the time when we were fighting for marriage equality. That's how long ago this record is in the making. Yeah.
Wow.
I never released it, but now I'm gonna just.
That's so awesome, and I know the Rebels are very excited about that. I'm grateful. I almost forgot to thank you for introducing me to a whole organization and a film. Who also, oh shoot, I have to reply to that email. So Bridging the Gap, if you haven't done it, go to their website, sign the oath, which is all about, and Ricky brought them to me. I'm so proud of them. And I had no idea that there was groups of right and left, red and blue, liberal, conservative, who are more concerned with uniting and stopping the divisiveness and finding solution, no kumbaya, but finding solution to all of our opportunities for improvement in America, but not doing it fighting. So Bridging the Gap, I'm so excited to, be connected with them. And Braver Angels is also another group that they introduced me to. So thank you, Ricky. It feels like a wonderful project for me now that I'm not going on tour.
Shout out to Dave Rosenberg, the director, and Susan, the producer of the film. They're wonderful people, and they're doing such great work for us like that. I mean, great work for humanity. He's going across the country interviewing people from both sides and finding out how much we have in common with each other.
Yeah, that's amazing. And guess who's going to play Catan tonight with him and his friends?
You are. You're going to play Catan?
I got an invite. Yeah.
What do you mean Catan? What is Catan?
Catan is a board game. You know how competitive I am.
Oh, geez.
Because it's not whether you win or lose. It's whether I win or lose. So
you and I are peas in a pod on that.
Oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, I get to go play, and he's very competitive too. So I said I was going to kick his assets, and he's like right back at me. So this ought to be really interesting.
Oh my gosh, so fun.
Well, one of us got a heart on that one. Welcome to the Rebels and all love streamers that are here live with us on my YouTube TV channel, on Ricky's YouTube TV channel. We love it when you're here. Feel free to ask questions, agree mostly. You can disagree once in a while, but we're so glad that you're here. And let's go to the bottom of the bun, which is, what are you grateful for inside of yourself? This is weight training for our ability to soothe ourselves, to care for ourselves, which is interesting. It's part of our topic today that Ricky chose. But what do you like about yourself? And Ricky is my poster child from going from hating to do this exercise, although both like 2 out of 3 of my co-hosts did not like doing this, but Ricky was the most resistant. But he's come so far. So I'm going to let him start and model for you what it's like to like yourself.
All right. Okay. It's always challenging a little bit, just, to go there. 'Cause you're like,
Good. But you're doing it anyways.
Yeah. All right. What I like about Ricky is intelligent. He's an intelligent guy. He's able to see many different perspectives. I'm quick. I love that about myself. I'm quick and intellectually, like when it comes to figuring out, like, oh, let's not do that. That's going to have a bad consequence. Let's figure this out. I'm able to figure out like a lot quicker lately. The right way to go for me, which is good.
Awesome. I like that I attract cool people every day, and that I'm open to opportunities for whatever. That I am also quick-witted, and I love that. And I make up my own words, and I like that. So creativity. I like that I'm sensitive. I used to drive me crazy when people go, "You're so sensitive." And now I say thank you, because sensitivity is 100% correlated with creativity. So thank you very much.
I love
And
that.
that's it. Yeah. So you are also sensitive and creative. We are 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah.
And we're so excited that I just love doing shows with you and catching
I
up.
love it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel the love tonight? Or today. I was on a roll on Wednesday. I just have to
What
warn
happened?
you. Yeah. Oh no, I was just really naughty with Dr. Tiffany. She had to literally anchor me down. It was a very,
I want that
oh, well,
side.
yeah. Well, it's coming, literally coming, but I don't swallow. Anyways, and there it goes. Thank you for joining us for breakfast.
That was a hard pill to swallow.
How hard was it? Thanks for joining us for breakfast. I hope you continue with me every weekday morning, because it's a good life habit. The hashtag Blissful. I promise you, if you do this, you will sandwich your day in the most positive way. Thanks for joining us for breakfast. And now,
so much better. Costume change.
Oh, he's stripping. Let's see, where am I? Oh yeah, topic of the day. Where did I put my?
Oh my gosh, I feel so much better without that coat. It was so heavy.
It was beautiful though.
It's a beautiful coat. It's an Adidas coat, but gosh, isn't that weird how fashion can change your personality? Like,
yes,
crazy.
yes,
it can make you feel a certain way.
Yes,
I love fashion. We love fashion.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to do a shout out. Gratitude to Underground Mahjong. I found a new Mahjong group last night.
Ooh.
And they were like, so I have a feeling some of the eyeballs are from there.
Mahjong?
And very cool in Chinatown. So I drove all the way up. It was definitely worth it. And all right. So topic of the day.
What is
I
Mahjong?
lost my bell.
What's Mahjong?
Mahjong is the oldest Chinese game. It's a tile game. It's kind of like a cross between gin rummy and I don't know, Chinese stuff.
Wow.
Oh, dominoes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, but it's very fun. I'll teach you sometime after we go shopping at Second Street. That's our
Yes, we
first
need to
thing
go
we do.
shopping. Please.
We keep saying that,
I'm in dire
but
need
we
of
will.
more.
We will. We
Okay.
will. All right. Now the topic of the day, and I lost my bell. I fell and I pulled the computer on top of my shins.
What?
Yeah, on Wednesday, and so I think my bell is somewhere. But here we'll do the Dr. Marissa reporting live from Canada bell, which is
Hey, you! Hey! Hey, you!
what's the topic of the day?
That sounds like me when I have one drink. I'm such a lightweight. The topic of the day is el ego of my ego.
Lego.
Lego of my ego. Lego of it. Lego.
Yes. And I have to figure out how to make friends with Chat GPT because Ricky gets really great stuff out of it, but it
I
eats
do.
my articles that I write. So I'm working on that. But I like the title
You're-
of Radical Self Love
Mm.
or Toxic Narcissism.
Mm.
That's pretty good for a artificial intelligence. I
Well,
have to
isn't
say.
narcissism toxic in and of itself, right?
So that's our topic today because we're always wanting to expand our self-awareness.
You spelled my name wrong in
So-
the
Did I again? I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay.
I fixed it, but the title here is okay. But which title are you talking about? Oh, in the
Oh,
banner.
yeah.
I'm so sorry. It auto corrects on me.
Oh, that's what it does. Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah, because I fixed it on the on the banner. It's right.
On the banner. No,
Where is it?
on the name of the show at the top. It's okay. Everyone knows it's a Y. I wrote a song about that. I'm like,
Oh my goodness!
IE.
And I honestly thought it was the other way. I have really good memory, but my recall sucks.
Oh, I'm the same way. I don't take. Yeah. Do you do the thing when you find a new person and the only way I can remember their name is if their name's Penny, you got to put a big penny over their head. If it's whatever it is, you got to put the thing over their head.
And that still doesn't
Visualize.
help me.
It doesn't help you. You don't do that. It doesn't help.
No, it doesn't help. I just say, I'll let you introduce yourself.
I'm like, oh, babe, if I ever say, oh my gosh, love, it's so good to see you, hon.
Yeah, that's the other way.
Your name.
Honey, darling, blah,
That's
blah,
my
blah.
ego.
There you go. Exactly.
My ego doesn't want to
Admit.
expose myself that I don't remember this person's
Exactly.
name.
I feel like a ding dong now. But anyways, okay. So, let's talk about and I'll tell you what hit me when you texted this topic is there was a time when women were tired of being the homemaker, the wife, the mother, exhausted, went from their home to their husband's home, and there was a movement. It's before your time, I think. It was before my time, actually, when women were going to find themselves. So see if you remember that. And they would go and abandon their children in the mecca of finding themselves. Now, to me, that's toxic narcissism, right? Because it's fine to do that if you're not married and you don't have kids. But if you're doing that afterwards, who's raising the kids? So that was my response.
I agree. You get those babies, it's a big responsibility. You have to really sacrifice for them
Yeah,
and
for sure.
give them everything you got. I'm including try to stay with the person that you initially made the baby with as long as you possibly can. That's my point of view, right? I understand if it gets too toxic, gets too crazy, you got to get a divorce. It's got to happen. But and my personal feeling about that, I would stay with that person as long as I possibly could for the kids.
Yeah. Yeah. And I use that in my coaching and for myself
Really?
is if you can look at the kids in the eye and say, I tried everything, or we
Uh-huh.
tried everything to stay together for y'all. And trust me, we are better parents not together than we are together. And I was able to do that with my kids when they were 8 and 6.
Great.
And, it took another 15 years, 10 to 15 years. My younger daughter said it first. She's like, Mom, you were absolutely right. You guys are like not a match at all. Right. So
Oh man.
one of these like complete. So that's my measure of how long to stay.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't say that to your kids in the eye and mean it, then there's more work to be done. So I agree with you. I think there's balance, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the other thing that I wanted to point out on the other extreme, so toxic narcissism is finding yourself and loving yourself at the expense of children, right? Or expense of responsibility. The other extreme is sacrificing yourself for everyone else. So you never have time for yourself. You never have time to just sit and feel okay about yourself and okay about life because you define your success and your ability to be successful and happy in the role of what you're doing for someone. And that's how a lot of people define how good they are. I want to be the perfect mother, right? So I'm going to bend over backwards, forwards, and sideways to make my kids happy. And there's no guarantee that whatever you're doing, that they're not going to be unhappy, right? Because you
Yeah.
cannot control that. But it's that opposite the oxygen. You're going to put the oxygen on your kids, on your parents, on your spouse, on your insignificant other, I mean significant other, on your pets, whatever it is. You're going to go broke, doing surgery for your animal. That is toxic non-self-care.
Mm. Yeah,
So
it's the martyr syndrome,
exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Being the
So
martyr.
that's the great thing about this topic. It allows you to measure, where are you, right? So how do you know that you are in toxic narcissism?
Well, people will tell you. In my world, in my case, people have told me over and over again when I am being that way. And it's
Uh-huh.
good. It's
Yeah.
good. You need people like that in your life to kind of slap some sense into you. If I'm a Sagittarian, you're a Leo. We have huge egos. We're both fire signs. We have natural, big egos, which is good. I mean, especially in the industry, like we have to have
If we don't
faith in
have it,
ourselves, a belief in ourselves. We have to be almost to the point of delusional in our power.
oh my God, Ricky, I gotta tell you this.
What?
My younger daughter, when she was here, I found out I had those blood clots. And I was like, it's always this and better. I know the universe is gonna, there's something else that I need to do. Da 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 da. And my daughter goes, Mom, I'd never have to worry about you believing in yourself, you don't even need anyone else to believe in you. You have the most belief in yourself more than anybody else. You don't need anybody's approval. You don't need anybody's. And I thought, was that a compliment?
Is that a backhanded compliment? No, that's a definite plus. That's the Leo famous confidence. It's so good. It's so
Well, I'm
important. It's so important. That's why I've always struggled with this idea of the ego and the
there are
the
people that say the ego's bad. I do not agree at all.
right. Right. We need it so much for survival, especially in the world we live in today, where people would just take advantage so much, so easily, so willingly in many cases. And if you're the kind of person who's like that martyr personality, that people will gladly walk over you like a doormat. So there's got to be this balance of being of service to the humanity, but also not being a doormat, which is pretty interesting. Like I just saw a movie called The Godfather. You know, The Godfather, one of the most famous films of all time.
You just saw it for the first time?
First time. Yeah. Patrick and I
No way,
we
Ricky.
watched 1 and 2, like pretty much back to back, like over
Wow.
nights. It blew me away. I loved it so much. Such a great
It's a
film.
classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you
And-
check your bed for a horse's head?
What a scene. Wow. I love that so much. That's so crazy.
I had nightmares after
Yeah.
seeing that for a
It
while.
was so
Yeah.
raw, so real.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what I liked about it was, The Godfather, he really was of service to the community. Like it was almost like he was a slave to them in a way. Like he wanted to help them so much all of the time and wanted to give them a break, wanted to give them, thank you for doing this. Thank you, give them money, anything to show his appreciation for them. So it kind of feels like he's almost a little bit of a doormat, right? But in reality, because he's so much of service of them, he becomes somebody that they depend on, that they need.
Mhm.
And he just becomes this huge, powerful person in the community.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's interesting how if you really want to be the kind of man that a big, powerful person, you have to be vulnerable. You have to be all of these things that make you feel sometimes like you are being used or like you are being taken advantage of. But in reality, you're giving your spirit, you're giving your heart willingly and not asking for anything back from that.
Right. It's interesting. The dichotomy in my own life is that on one hand, I am, I put it out there. I teach a course called Be the Best That You Can Be and broadcast it. It's the ego is important to be able to stand and say, this is me. This is what I do. And I get accused of self-promotion. And I take that as a compliment because I can be the best, whatever it is. But if I don't promote it and show it and not hide my light under the bushel, you'll never see it. Right.
right.
So that's the good side of the ego. Now, the other side, what's interesting is I wasn't a doormat. I was wall to wall carpet. So
Mm,
in contrast to that, on the other end, especially in my
huge.
personal relationships, right? When my
Yeah.
husband, I was Penelope the people pleaser. I really, really wanted people to love me and like me. And so I would bend over backwards and try to say, and I was always nervous about my impact on you. Like I do a great presentation, but I was looking for the one person who didn't like it. So I was constantly going from I'm hot shiitake and I'm a piece of shiitake. Hot shiitake, piece of shiitake. Hot shiitake, piece of shiitake. And it was a horrible way to live. But
Mm,
that's that toxic narcissism swing into radical self-hate, right? So that's why I'm all about balance is
mm.
neither one is really necessarily the best for anyone, but it is good for you to know where you are on that scale. And if you're not in the middle, then you're gonna feel like you're out of control almost all the time because you can't judge yourself fairly, right?
Mm,
If
mm,
you thank you for that. Someone just gave me the finger. This
mm.
one, not the other one. Yeah, because you're constantly, you could make 9 people happy, and that same 9 people can hate you the next day. And then what are you gonna do? Right?
Right.
So the skill here is you want to be happy. Keep your eyes on yourself first and foremost. Ask yourself, where am I on the scale of toxic narcissism and radical self-love, right? Am I
Mm.
putting myself in front of everybody and not giving a flying through a rolling donut
Fork.
what what people are doing or thinking, and I'm not caring at all? Or am I caring too much?
Beautiful. Yeah. I was thinking about this when you were talking about it. It reminds me of water. Like if you're too, sometimes it's good to be cold. Sometimes it's good to be hot. Sometimes we got to come on strong. Like when we're on stage, when we're performing, when you're doing a talk promoting your book, we got to come on hot. That ego's got to be puffed. But sometimes it's not appropriate to have a hot tea or whatever. We want to have it cold. We want a nice like cold lemonade. We want to have a moment with people. We want to, and if you go too far, you're too cold all the time, then you're gonna have a problem. You're too hot, you're gonna have a problem. It's gonna be that imbalance. So we got to find the times when to be puffed. Like I'm gonna do this. I'm great. I can handle this. And then there are times when we got to be humble and be like, hey, I could have done better. But not beat yourself up to a pulp.
There you
That's the
go.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's not beat ourselves up to a pulp. I really relate to your story about being a carpet.
Wall to wall carpet.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I tried to please everyone, right? I tried to be a straight A. I was a straight A student. I never got a B ever.
Woohoo!
Ever. We would kill ourselves. My mom and I, she would help me sometimes. Like if I had to do some drawings, she would help me with some stuff. But anyway, we would kill ourselves trying to. I even paid my brother to help me with my math. So because math is the hardest one for me.
So I'm also a straight A student, and I
Oh,
have
really?
to admit, since you just said that you paid your brother, I dated my physics TA in college.
To get better grades.
I'm sorry. I have to be honest. I'm putting that moose on the table.
That's cool though. That's
Can't
using
believe I just told you that.
that's
I
using
and
your
all y'all that. But
your
anyways,
assets.
no extortion here.
You use your assets properly.
Thank you.
But I
Well,
felt like I was always trying to get a perfect 10, just like in gymnastics. You're trying to get a
Mhm,
perfect 10. Now
mhm.
that I've, grown up, we're mature now. I feel more and more like it's not as important, especially in shows, to be perfect. That's like not a goal anymore. That's
That's
so
so awesome.
thanks.
Wow. Wow. Hold on. Because I think that that's a huge movement since I've known you. Because when you were
Mm,
beating yourself up about one of those shows, credit where credit is due.
thank
And
you.
that's what we're talking about is, are you your own worst critic? Are you harder on yourself than anyone else? Or are you your best friend? Do you know how to tell yourself it's okay?
Mhm,
Everything's going to be okay. Yeah, that didn't feel good. Yeah, that wasn't what you wanted to have happen, but it's, INTBOAD in the whole scheme of things. It's not that big of a deal,
mm-mm,
right? Those
mm-mm,
are words that you can use to, because I think there are more perfectionists than there are the toxic narcissist. There's more people that are harder than on themselves than that, you know, radical person who is just always a narcissist. There's many more perfectionists who are so hard on themselves that they're
Right.
not happy. And when you're hard on yourself like that, you're hard on everybody else too. You're not really fun to be around. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying. Yeah.
Mm.
We're going to take a quick break for news, weather, traffic, and a word from our sponsor. Don't go away. We will be right back. Chuck Woolery, who's on the other side, used to say 2 and 2. I say peace in, peace out. Don't go away. We'll be right back with Straight Talk with myself and
Ricky Rebel.
Well, she has been dubbed the Asian Oprah, and she just wants all of us to be happy.
Dr. Marissa, aka the Asian Oprah, says the most important thing you can choose is choosing to be happy.
You are tuned into my weekly talk radio TV show called Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa.
That's the idea for Dr. Marissa Pay's new book called 8 Ways to Be Happy.
Many of us say, I am my own worst critic. Nobody's harder on me than I am. And my response to that is, stop it! Why are you doing that to yourself? You have to be your biggest fan, because if you can't at the end of the day say, I did a good job, who is? We don't have to constantly be angry at the things that are wrong. Why don't we choose to be happy about things that are right? We have the choice. That's our muscle. And life is so amazing if we can see it.
Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And welcome back. You're tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, NBC News Radio, home to the Asian Oprah, #1 talk in the IE. Thank you very much. And streaming everywhere, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and of course my YouTube TV channel, where if you free subscribe, you will get an alert every weekday morning, and that this is a show about hope and happiness. So you can give me the finger, this one, not the other one. Also, go to Ricky Rebel's YouTube TV channel. And I also wanted to give some love. We do this. You try to insert at the end of the show, but we don't really give it enough time. So I want to just share this. Those of you who are wondering what's going on with Ricky. So this is a beautiful cover that I saw, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And this, what a great cover.
Ooh,
10-year anniversary, and it's the Blue album. And all of this star-studded new EP with Jeremy Sayers featuring Snoop Dogg, Gucci Mane, The Game, and Lil Wayne. That's so amazing, darling. So go to the website to find out all about Ricky, find out what he's doing now. He's got an OnlyFans. I thought that was like
don't look at that.
Sorry. It's on here. It is then. I swear to God, Ricky, I thought
it's not X-rated. I just don't want to get you in trouble.
Well, thank you. You know what? My first thought was, I was wrong. I thought that all of those were, X-rated, and I was wrong. Maybe there's like,
There's just nice things I cannot post on Instagram on there. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, that totally makes sense.
It does pretty well. So thank you everybody to my subscribers. I appreciate you.
It's probably not something I want to go to, right? It might hurt
No,
my eyes.
not close. Although some of my friends have done that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness
kinda
gracious,
embarrassing.
that was hilarious. That's gonna go down in the history books of shows.
Love it.
Dr. Marissa gets herself in trouble directing
We're both
people
blushing. We
to-
no longer need blush anymore.
You're matching your background.
Yes.
Oh, we have a comment on this. This is probably
Our
guys.
first
You wanna
comment.
see
Yay.
this? I say, well, oh wow.
She's probably talking about something else, but that's still funny.
OMG. That is. Oh,
Listen,
yay.
yes, I'm
We
not.
topped Wednesday. We definitely topped Wednesday as the naughty part. That was an accidental naughty.
You guys had a moment on
accident.
Wednesday.
I was just out of control. Now I have to
She
go back.
gets
I don't
that
even
show,
remember.
we get the ego show. What are you
Yeah,
trying to
this
say?
is definitely. All right, the topic today
Talking about my
is
cover. She's talking about my cover of the magazine. Pam. Thanks, Pam.
I know it is nice. We're gonna forget I even went there. So toxic narcissism. Speaking of toxic narcissism or radical self-love, and I think that we're in the solution half of the show, and we're actually almost in the last quarter already. We want to operationalize or make real. How can you find that balance so that you're not, beating yourself up, you're not hiding yourself, you're not afraid to step out, right?
Right.
And did you hear that Canadian just now? You can tell I've been in Canada for a month. That out just came out funny.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, not be a total narcissist that people just, too much. You're too much. So, speaking of which, that my girlfriend got me watching that new series too much. It is a lot. When
New
people
series?
are too much, like that line, it's funny. Some people are really funny, but then as soon as they cross the line, and it's such a very, you don't even know where that line is. I'm thinking of who am I thinking of? I mean, a lot of people, right, in entertainment,
Yeah.
they're like in your good graces and everybody's loves you, and then boom, they cross a line. And
I'll tell you what it is.
tell me.
I know exactly what it is. It's when people they lose their it's about being rude. There's something about scruples, like societal, like we have certain things.
Taboo.
Yeah, there's certain ways of interacting with each other. It's like you could be funny, you could be all those things. You could even be like controversial in your ideas or the jokes you're making. But there's something about when you're just being rude to somebody. That's when it crosses the line. And you're like, oh, that's not even funny. That's not in jest. It's not said in a humorous way. That's when they cross the line. And I see it happen all the time. People putting their foot in their mouths at events, and because they're just too overconfident with themselves and they look ridiculous.
So there is a line for cockiness, right? We don't want to have too much, right? So that balance again,
Yeah,
somebody
and
just gave you the finger.
I've seen that too, where people are just extremely like name dropping, this dropping, and I've done this, I've done that, I've done this and that. I'm doing this right now. I'm doing this right now. And yeah. Well, that kind of thing. Well, I don't have time for you. It's a real turnoff. And some people are really attracted to that, and they could go for it. have fun with that person. But I think that's why I haven't really made too many. I have some celebrity, like high level, like, some friendships like that. But for the most part, I tend to be with more human people in my day-to-day life, because they don't have that kind of attitude. Because a lot of A-listers, unfortunately, have that type of just, ugh, it's gross.
Yeah. I'm all that and you're
I'm all
nothing.
that.
Yeah.
They believe the hype. It's gross.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you definitely, if you have blind faith in yourself to the point where, uh, okay, so I do have to put this moose on the
Put
table.
the moose down.
So here we go. Um, People who are in the limelight, and I say this about child stars especially, right? They're sort of used to that, and then they don't have a sense of who they are, and that's my BS. My belief system is that's why they end up, on drugs or addicted to something, because they don't know any better, right? They equate that with love. And if there's any dip, or if they can't keep it up, kind of thing, literally, then they fall from grace, or they fall to a point, which is, I've always wanted to do some coaching with, or have a coaching program for, you know, kids who become quickly in the limelight, to help them have some tools on defining who they are, so that they're not so, rocked by what's going on outside. I mean, look at all the boy bands and the girl bands, and what's happened. You were in one of them. I mean, what you're like a great example. You've been in this industry a long time. And
Mhm.
that pressure of staying current and staying, out there, and it's tough.
Yeah, I've met a lot of people who have, it has to do with ego. If your ego is too massive and you can't be humble, you can't accept reality, you can't accept that the past is gone. If you're living in the past, you're not going to survive. You're going to live a really terrible life. I've met many people who I've toured with, who just destroyed their lives or destroyed themselves. I'm not going to name any names. Um, or they destroyed themselves psychologically because they can't handle things.
Rejection at
Rejection.
all.
Yeah, yeah. Well, look at Amanda Bynes, that poor girl. Um, Britney, on a certain level, has gone through a lot of that.
That's who I was thinking of when you were talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you lose your mind, it's over.
Yeah.
I just think that the most important thing in those situations is who you surround yourself with, who you on a day-to-day basis, your friends, your family. If you
Mhm.
need that strong support system, and gratefully, I have had my mother and my father, talk about being grateful, who've always been there for me, taught me a lot about uh, principles to live by, that I live by, that have
Mhm.
helped me along the way to keep myself grounded. I've got a husband who's a psychologist who helps to keep me grounded as well, to where I don't succumb to the pitfalls of some people who, been famous at a young age.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It yeah, and Pam points out that yeah, Hollywood, they think they're all that. And at the same time, we have to take some responsibility for making that. I mean, the way that we elevate people who are really good actors or really good musicians to the point of, pedestal, like,
Worship.
it's not healthy, right? So we have to take some responsibility for how we, what's the most important thing. It's not always that. And so I think that For me, the most important person to approve of yourself is yourself. And I have my happiness coaching clients write this down, uh, and they have it as they're brushing their teeth, or they have it before they leave work. Have I done the best that I could with the time that I had and the resources I had? And the answer almost always is yes. Like, I couldn't control that, or I didn't have enough of this. And oh, well, I still did a really good job. 88% is the 100%. If you're aiming for 100, you will always miss because you have no control over 100% of the things around you. 88%, you do. So if you can, 88% of the time, do the best that you can, then you're good, right? You don't have to look for approval. Compliments and criticism are icing on the cake. You bake your own cake.
That's understood. And I love that. We need a moose drop for that one.
Thank you. This one has a parachute, just in case.
Moose drop.
Pam's also pointing out, yeah, there's a lot of names. River Phoenix. I mean, so many names. And I
Yeah.
use Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain all the time because they had everything in Hollywood that you would think that would make you happy to live a long life. And nope, that's because fame and fortune are the great distractor from what's really important, and that is self-love. It is a healthy sense of self that recognizes how one of a kind wonderful you are, that each one of us have unique gifts, talents, and abilities, all 8 billion of us. Some of us bloom in front of a lot of people like Ricky and I, and some of us bloom at the top of the mountain where there's not that many people, but you're still blooming and releasing oxygen and releasing beauty. That's what we're all about, and if you feel less than Hollywood people, that's not true. That's bullshitaki. You're just as important in your own way. So let's not put them on a pedestal.
Right.
My photographers laugh at me constantly on the carpet because they'll go, "You're not going to interview her?" And I'll go, "Who's that?" Lisa Vanderpump. And who's that?
Lisa
The
Vanderpump.
what? Beverly Hills what? What's that?
Right.
I'm horrible. Harlan always gets mad at me. One of my publicists who says, who supplies me with beautiful people on my show, and says, "Don't tell people that." I'm
Right.
the worst recognition broadcaster in Hollywood. Anyways. Oh, Kiki's here. Good morning.
Hi,
Nice shirt.
Kiki.
Nice shirt, Ricky.
Thanks,
Yes, it's
babe.
beautiful. Isn't it cool though? Like, we're like completely opposed and aligned.
Right.
Polka dots and rainbow shade. I love it. Love it. Love it. We're almost done here for the topic of the day. If you want to ring in on toxic narcissism versus radical self-love. And I think that we've put that moose on the table where we're coming up with some practical tools. The gratitude sandwich is a great one to help yourself feel better about yourself, right? And to remember, it's not all about you, but it is 88% about you.
Right. I love it. I love it. I just want to thank everybody for joining us and commenting and sharing the live broadcast. We really appreciate you and your support. Yeah, making music, having fun. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to this really cool studio. Shout out to MB Studios. It's 8 minutes away from my home, and they have like 4K cameras, red cameras, you name it. They got this robot arm thing that goes like this with a zoom in and out type of camera, like work. They do
Wow.
commercials and film. And I befriended the owner. His name is Brian. I just did his show. I was on his podcast, and it's available on what is available? It's available on YouTube. and I just posted it recently. But the reason why I'm saying that is, Jude, I'm open to the possibilities. My ego is dropped pretty low to the point where I'm like, hey, where are the opportunities to what are we going to do? Let's just keep it moving, keep it flowing, and not have such a strict idea like I'm going to be the next Madonna. I'm going to be, it's like, no, Madonna's Madonna, Ricky Rebel's Ricky Rebel, Dr. Marissa is Dr. Marissa. And we are enough. All of us are enough. And we just have to follow the flow of life.
Yeah, because the universe is always conspiring for us, never against us. We are farmers. We just plant seeds and have fun in this thing called life. If you get the inspiration to learn something new, follow it. Call someone, call them. Go out and play, take a trip to the beach, whatever it is. Life is good. Do not watch the news first thing in the morning. You control your focus and your choice, and love yourself first. I have this order, God, who I call my UPS man, universal power source. He delivers every morning when I meditate. I'm not religious at all, but I am spiritual. So that power that is creative is first, and I connect, and then me, and then others. And that order keeps me from trying to make you happy, you're fickle. Sometimes you're happy with me and sometimes you're not. And I don't want to be in MSU University making shiitake up about why you're not happy with me, because you're probably not even thinking about me. You have indigestion. That's why you have a weird look on your face. So
I'm not going to read into it.
Drop out of MSU University. Thank you so much for joining us. We just have such a great time with you. We love each other. We really want you to understand that caring and relationships are way more important than politics and religion. That this is not the hill to die on. We are the United States. We can agree to disagree. And I'm so grateful that I made the decision to bring someone who doesn't think like me on as a co-star, because our love, I guess I can say, trumps all.
I love it.
Oh, I love my life. All right. It's all about balance.
Peace
Give me
in.
your fingers. Peace in. Peace out.
World
peace
through inner
peace. Love you, Ricky.
I love you.
And take us out.
We want everyone to have the best weekend ever.
Take back your life with Dr.